Dune Part 2 was released a month ago, and it has been making waves across the internet. With how popular Dune has become, it's as if a Dune video is released on YouTube every single minute, and this video is one of those videos. No one can deny that Dune Part 2 was a well-executed movie, and that is the best movie of 2024 so far. Quite frankly, I find it hard to believe that there is any movie that will be released this year that could surpass that movie. In this video, we'll be looking at the politics and religion of Dune in light of some excerpts from the writings of Niccolò Machiavelli. The Dune universe at the beginning of the first Dune movie is governed by the Imperium, which is ruled by Shaddam IV of House Corrino. Now we can't discuss the politics of Dune without mentioning the Landsraad. The Landsraad is the body that represents the great houses of Dune. Great houses are dynasties in the Dune universe that usually have power to rule over a specific planet. For example, House Atreides ruled over Caladan. The great houses also include House Harkonnen, House Corrino, which is the imperial family, and other great houses. Some houses have more power and influence than others. The main thing that unites the great houses is the spice trade, which is a source of their incredible wealth. Spice is produced and harvested from the planet Arrakis. Each great house has its own army, and the imperial army called the Sardaukars is the most powerful army. The politics of Dune are in many ways influenced by a religious sisterhood called the Bene Gesserit. The Bene Gesserit are a religious order of women that operates in the shadows. High-ranking members of the sisterhood are called Reverend Mothers. Reverend Mothers are Bene Gesserits who have drunk a special poison which they make non-lethal in their bodies due to their training. By drinking this poison, they unlock the genetic memories of their female ancestors, which gives them a vast well of knowledge from which to draw upon. For thousands of years, the Bene Gesserit have honed their human potential, giving them the ability to do certain things that untrained humans would consider supernatural. Their main goal is to ensure the survival of the human species and to guide humanity towards its inevitable evolution. They do this through a breeding program that they conduct on the great houses. The main goal of the breeding program is to produce the Kwisatz Haderach, the one who can be in many places at once. The Kwisatz Haderach can unlock the genetic memories of both his male and female ancestors and can also see possible futures. At the beginning of the Dune movies, the sisters are close to achieving their goal with House Atreides. Jessica, who is the mother of Paul Atreides, is a known Bene Gesserit. She was tasked with producing a female child with Leto Atreides. The child would be married off to the Harkonnen heir, and together they would produce the Kwisatz Haderach that the sisterhood could control. But Jessica betrayed the sisterhood and had Paul, a male child instead, in order to please Leto. This created a rift between Jessica and the sisterhood. Against the Bene Gesserit commands, she trained Paul in the ways of the Order, believing that he was the Kwisatz Haderach. Besides the ways in which the sisterhood manipulates the great houses from behind the scenes, they also use religion to manipulate other populations on different planets. They do this by planting seeds of belief in a messiah that will save the oppressed people of that planet. The most notable of these religions planted by the sisterhood is the religion of the Fremen, the native inhabitants of the Dune planet, also known as Arrakis. The Fremen believe in a messiah called the Lisan al-Gaib that will save their people from the oppression of the Imperium. Through this religion and belief, the Bene Gesserit manipulate an entire population. This way of using religion to control the masses is quite similar to what Niccolò Machiavelli encouraged rulers to do. Machiavelli said that rulers should use religion to control the people and to unite them. In Discourses on Levi he wrote, "Thus, princes of a republic or of a kingdom should maintain the foundations of the religion they hold, and if this is done, it will be an easy thing for them to maintain their republic religious and in consequence good and united. All things that are in favor of that religion they should favor and magnify, even though they judge them false. They should do it so much the more as they are more prudent and more knowing of natural things." The Bene Gesserit are governed by a principle akin to this one, as they themselves don't really believe in the religions they spread. There are other intricate details concerning the religion and politics of Dune that we'll discuss at a later date. This is just an overview to give you some context. Please like the video and subscribe to make sure the YouTube algorithm notices this video as it is written.